around the program. This promises to be a very, very exciting meeting. I'm so happy to see all of you who have come and those of you who are joining us live via social media, via Zoom. Good to have all of you joining us this afternoon. Let's invite now Eterians to meet in the come with the Rotary Grace.
Good afternoon, let us bow. O Lord, who knows our need, help us fulfill our Rotary creed. We live to serve you every day in all we think or do or say. Accept our prayers for this meal, restore, forgive, inspire, and heal. Amen. Amen.
We now invite Orlando to come with the royal toast.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's raise our glasses to the King and the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
One of the good things about, thank you so much for being seated. One of the good things of being president is that you have the ability to act in various functions within the committee. And I have the function to operate for the next 2 seconds as the Sergeant at Arms. And one of my first functions as the ad hoc Sergeant at Arms is to find the Sergeant at Arms. And so he's going to be the first person to deport him into the committee for the year 2023, 2024. Let's welcome our Sergeant at Arms, past President Jamal. He's going to serve as our moderator for the day, and he's also going to pay the first fine. Nothing less than $10. And that. Yes. So the past Sergeant at Arms, he's going to collect the money from the current Sergeant at Arms and make sure he pays. He's an honorable man, so I'm sure he'll do the right thing. But you can now take the podium.
Thank you, Mr. President. So, good afternoon, first of all, everybody. Everybody here. All right, welcome to our first Rotary meeting for the new Rotary year 2023-4. And I must say that I commend each of you today for being here. I mean, we have a good turnout. Please give yourselves a round of applause for being here. All right. Now, I certainly had an excuse for my coming here at this hour. Well, I know what it was. I didn't need it anymore because I was at the door when you all were standing up. So I was quite fine. But nonetheless, I'll pay my $10 fine and it was right over there. So whoever's going to connect it is right there. Now, as you all see, this year we're not taking any punches. Even fining the sergeant. So the sergeant gets fined. Imagine everybody else. Past President Jim, you have on a pin today, sir. You do? Sheila, what about you? Okay, and PP for a second time, Daddy. How are you? Are you all clear? She's good. Okay. Anyone here? Is that Past President Raquel? I just see walking in now. Yes. Okay, Past President Raquel, please you can grace with a nice fine. I appreciate that. Okay. Is that Wayne at the back? Former Sergeant at Arms Wayne. Yes. Did you hear the president say that you could do the collection first? You can collect your fund. If you can accept that as well to collecting these fines, if you have any fines that it's like, oh, let's try to see that. Don't you look lovely today? Oh, what's up? You taking a picture today? And who's that lady? Oh, that's our former president. You should have come over there. There's a humble fire over there. Well, good job. Yes, ma'am.
It's building. You just put it on when you came up there.
Right. Thank you, Albert. You're quite right. President Diane, I'll tell you what you mean. That's what the government is about. Okay? You know, the captain's on board. Please. Okay, thank you. All right. So let me see. So we have fines. Yes, thank you. More seriously, do we have any visiting Rotarians with us today? Any visiting Rotarians? Yes, I see we have Assistant District Governor Val. Welcome, yes, welcome, Val. Good to have you, Val. Any other persons visiting with us, Rotarians? No? Online? Oh, yes. Online.
Yeah.
I'm so amazed by our turnout today. You know, Rotarians, we really gotta get back to, we gotta try to get back to this. You know, it's nothing like the fellowship that we have together. You know, that's why I wanted you all to commend yourselves for being here today, making that effort. It's important for us to get back like this. So I see Maxine, Seymour, Crystal Rule, Tamika, all of you. We want to see you all. It's a new one. We want to see you all as you can. All right. It's good to have you online, and we appreciate that. We want to fellowship with you all as well. So let's make a special effort, at least 2 to 3 meetings out of the month. And that's my view. You want the presidents, you want the board's view. Let's try and make a special effort to be here to fellowship with each other. All right. Any visiting Rotarians online? We do. Can you let us know who is visiting? Sorry. Anybody, yeah, visiting Rotarians online? We don't, we have it right away. Charlene is there. Who's Charlene is there?
Charlene from New Providence, can you hear us?
Oh, yes. Charlene Kearney.
Secretary report?
Okay, she's visiting with us.
Secretary from New Providence, but.
Okay. Any other persons? Just Charlene. Okay, well, please join me in welcoming our visiting Rotarian Charlene. Okay, are there any non-visiting Rotarian guests?
Yes, I have a guest, and this is Tamika. My guest for the 3rd time, or 4th time, I think, is Cynthia Bodie.
Cynthia Bodie, great. Okay,
And-
welcome.
At some point, we would like you to reach out to her so we could inquire how she could become a Rotarian of the Rotary Club of Nassau.
Okay, so the powers that be, please take note of that. The 3rd time visiting Rotarian, non-visiting Rotarians. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you.
I have again, Aldera Russell. First time.
Okay, welcome and dear. Good to have you. We hope that this meeting is much a pleasure for you as us to have you. And it will be very fulfilling for you today. Now, Mr. President. Any others?
Right, thank you, Mr. Saturday. It's my pleasure to introduce my better half and only half, Nadia. And my first thing, Alyssa Paisley.
Absolutely. Good to have you, Mr. Speen.
Thank you.
And Alyssa is there. Welcome, Alyssa. Good to have you. You know, I'm not sure if you all know, but you know, one day you all will be thanking me. I guess I shouldn't have spoken too soon. I should have waited till the RCN is completed before I take credit for his membership. But nonetheless, I have the utmost confidence in Darren. And yes, he is. I am his inductee, and you know, I know you all will be well pleased. So you can thank me all later, or if you want, you can thank me now. You know, I'm very. I think Darren is the 2nd inductee that I would have had who was a president. Charlene was first on the road. Yeah, Charlene was the first, you know.
So who's next?
Who's next? That's a good point. I'll go down and scout some more credible persons, you know. All right, I have very quickly. Yeah, one joke. Yeah, boy. You know, I've done this for the last several years, I think, or just the last year, and having to go back to this. It's fun actually. Let me see now. I can't tell jokes like our president. One day I'll try to recite them from here. You know, how does he do that? You know, No, it's just telling judge off the company.
They can't hear you online.
Close fast. Oh, that's what it is.
They can't hear you.
Close fast. That's the secret. Thank you, Mr. Declan. So you get some more information.
Yes.
Okay, so joke for the day. Here we go. 5 areas. Oh, this is very fitting, right? So a wife got so mad at her husband, she packed his bags and told him to get out. As he walked to the door, she yelled, I hope I'll probably ask you second. Said, I hope you die a long, slow, painful death. He turned around to her and said, so you want me to stay? Thank you very much. Okay, 1 for 1. Okay, you 1 for 1. Very well, very well. Thank you very much, Vice President Jamal. And again, welcome to all of you either online or in person. Just before we get into the core of our meeting, I want to invite the Assistant District Governor to come. We didn't have the privilege at the page over to pin the incoming President made, so we want to invite him to kindly come forward for the pinning ceremony. Just as we begin our program today, kindly come to the front, please.
Thank you, President Darden. President-elect Wayne, will you fulfill your responsibilities in office to the best of your abilities in accordance with the bylaws, Constitution of the Rotary Club of Nassau?
Yes.
I hereby declare you installed as President of the Rotary Club of Nassau. Congratulations. It's my privilege to thank you.
Take your positions.
There's room on the table for you.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. And let's come on, let's give applause again to President. And of course, you would have seen in the chat, past president, immediate past president, Shanta would have provided the gift for the raffle this afternoon. Can you kindly show?
Yes.
Yeah, she's selling the tickets, but I want to invite all of you who are here today, I hope you would have already purchased.
Two of those.
Now, don't break it during lunchtime, you gotta go back to work. It's a wonderful gift, we thank the foundation chair for providing it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right into our meeting this afternoon. It promises to be an exciting one. And before I go, birthday announcements, anniversaries. So,
Well, yes, yes. This your
that kind of company, so that's what.
the birthday of the independence.
Yes.
Yes, indeed,
Yes.
indeed. So you take this time, of course, to extend a happy independence to all of you. Those who would have had a chance either yesterday or through the course of last week to celebrate. It really is a wonderful time. I would have been there, unfortunately, like many of you would have been able to witness it. I wasn't there 50 years ago. So you're looking to buy that number, and so, but again, it was a privilege of mine to be there last evening to be able to share in the celebration. Those of you set out either during the time of the fort, we would have gone up to Junkanoo and listened to the Valley Boys, and we would have had a wonderful time. But we need to see the happy independence story. As we speak about independence, we speak again of the development of our club. And as we would have shared at the changeover, one of the important things for us is the togetherness is really by understanding and knowing who we are. And I would have said to the executives that our very first meeting, I would like to take the opportunity to be able to introduce officially and formally our executive team. And the reason why I think it's important is because during the time of 2020, during the time of COVID, and even thereafter, a lot of persons were either inducted into the club, or because of Zoom, we've never really had the opportunity to meet each other face to face. And so the reality is there are a lot of members of the club we do not know. And I think quite frankly, a lot of the executives, you the club members do not know. So as we begin this year, it's very important for us to introduce ourselves to you, to outline to you what our thoughts and plans and goals are for the year 2023. So that's really going to be the format for our meeting for today, introduction of the executive team. Each person on the executive team, ladies and gentlemen, will come and introduce themselves and their portfolio and their goals for the year 2023, 2024. I will come at the end in terms of my discussion with you, members of RCN. At the end of it, I will then invite your questions, your comments, your concerns that you may have as we end our various presentations. So that's going to be the format for our meeting for today. Very important for us as we start the year 2023. And so to lead off now in the introduction of our executive team, I'm now going to invite, first of all, our secretary, Francina Beneby, as she will come now with a presentation. Welcome, as she comes.
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians and guests. I will now call my wonderful assistant, Christian, to join me. Deandra is my sister, my fellow Rotarian, and she will be my greatest and wonderful assistant. As club secretary, I would ensure that the club is running smoothly. I'll keep a right arm on my president shoulder to make sure that he is there and available for whatever any Rotarian is in need. I would also monitor the club strengths to identify strengths and areas for improvement. And then I will share this information with the club. Once again, I'm Rotarian Francina. I have been in Rotary years. I love the fellowship. I would encourage everyone to join the best club in the Bahamas. And I will now allow my assistant to introduce herself.
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. My name is Deandra Lewis, a member of the greatest club of Rotary in the Bahamas, the oldest club. And I will be assisting my, as she said, and supporting her in all of the initiatives of Rotary.
And we will do this together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies. We now invite the treasurer, to come, because our presentation is after as well as much she comes.
Good afternoon, RCN. It's a pleasure to be here. Just on time. This year I'll be serving as your treasurer. A little bit of my background. Hello. Okay. I'm a chartered insurance broker by profession. Right now, I'm not practicing. Took a little break to do some consulting work for the government. I have 3 children. I love sports. I love Rotary. I love to socialize. Our president about that every so often. That's why I don't really like Friday meetings. But well, anyway, anybody who knows me knows that. As treasurer this year, 3 things that I'm really looking to do.
one of the first things is to move us to the QuickBooks platform or something similar that would help us to standardize our financial reporting and make the handover a little bit easier. We did generate reports and all of that. Secondly, so if any of you know a QuickBooks specialist who can assist us with getting that set up, we'd be happy to talk with them. The president and
Actually, club runner, sounds it as well.
okay, so well, we still need someone to do the training and all that, because I am not.
No, I mean, they-
my profession.
They have it as a part of the training.
Okay. All right, well, also the second thing is regular statements for all members, right? So, you know, monthly, so you always know where you are, and then of course, the club will have the monthly statements. And then thirdly, what we want to do is, we want to make sure we're all paid up by, what was it I said, December? January, December. So, you know, we're going into the second half, we're all up to date. And so I'm thinking that the follow-ups and the monthly reports, statements will help with that, and we can also do payment plans and all of that to make sure we stay on target, and then I think we will be successful. So I look forward to all of your support and getting those things accomplished, and I'm happy and feel blessed to have this opportunity. Thank you. Okay. Yes.
We'll be getting the statements.
I cannot say that right at this moment. I cannot say.
Anything further for you.
Right, well, we're gonna be meeting on those things and trying to bring everything together so that we can let the club know where we are and where we're gonna be going moving forward.
Your assistant?
My assistant is not here today. It's her apologies, but she is Monique Palmisano. She would have been keeping the books last year. And so we will work very closely together to keep your financial records in good order. Any other questions? All right, thank you.
Thank you very much, Gary. Just very quickly, in terms of the question posed by we are in the process of obviously the transition between the team of last year and our year. So we've had discussions with the Vice President Chantel. And so we will be able to make the information requested available to you very shortly, but we are in that process right now of having the handover of the relevant documents to provide the statements requested. I'm going to invite now the membership director to come with his presentation about him as well.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Let's create hope in the world today. Come on, and give yourselves a round of applause. The pleasure to serve as your new membership director. And if you're happy to be a part of the Rotary Club of Nassau, come on, let me hear you. And I said to, I think, Felicia, and she said to me earlier to be the congratulations being the Rotarian of the Year. I said to her, that's not an individual award. That's an award that we all celebrate together. So give yourselves a round of applause because that is something what it is. We celebrate together. Very quickly, I'm supposed to introduce something about myself. I work at Talena Insurance Industry for 27 years. I've been married for 28 years. I have two wonderful children. One going off to school for the first time, my son this year, and our daughter is going to do a master's this year in business administration. So pretty excited to see what's happening, not only in their lives, but also to be a part of Rotary. And of course, this wonderful club. Three very quick objectives. We only have 3 minutes. So 3 things that we have placed as importance this year for membership. The first one is growth. We want to grow the club by focusing on the quality of persons that will be joining our club. The quality of not just quantity. We don't just want to grow numbers. One of the things our president said to us is, we want to grow and the people who are coming are the persons who want to be a part of this club. So we want to grow in terms of quantity. Every member, we're asking every member this year to not only invite, but to prospect one person to join our club this year. So we want you to focus on someone who you really believe will be a credit to this club. Not just because we want to build numbers, we want that person who is just like you, or even better, to become a part of the club. The second thing that we're gonna, and you mentioned, Gabrielle, you mentioned it, about the dues. I want to say something about the dues, and we're putting, after consultation with our president, we're encouraging all our members to pay their dues within 90 days of the Rotary year. The Rotary dues are very important because it helps us build the club. So within 90 days, before January of next year, before January 1, so we're giving a time, 90 days. And the reason why I'm saying that to all of our Rotarians is because anyone who's joining this club, Rotary Club of Nassau, as a part of the orientation, we inviting those persons who join to pay within 90 days. Now they could do it in 2 installments, 200 and 200, but at least it's done before January of the following year. The second goal that we have set, again, after discussing with our president, is the retention of our present members. If you notice, last year we lost, I think, was it 5 or 6? 10 persons. We lost 10 persons last year.
And anytime someone is gonna, I might just went, but anytime someone is leaving the club, we're gonna let you know. We want persons to know the persons who are going to be leaving the club as we speak about those persons who are joining the club. So retention is going to be very important for us this year. The 2 main reasons why people leave the club is for non-activity and for non-payment. There are 2 reasons: non-activity and non-payment. So we want to focus on ensuring that everyone will feel appreciated being a part of this club. Because a lot of times people feel they may be lost in the shuffle and they don't feel appreciated. So we want to make sure that everyone in this club will feel special, that they're part of the Rotary Club of Nassau. We also want to ensure that we're going to be launching an internal survey with you, the members. We want to hear from you. Share with us what is working and what is not working. If you notice, when you walked in here today, there's a change in here. Do you all like this new change? Where you're facing each other, everyone is on one. This is like what captain's table, where everyone is a part of and feels a part of the membership of the club. So we all of this, when we send out the survey, please respond to the survey. Let us know what you like, what we could do better. That's how we could grow as the Rotary Club of Nassau. And thirdly and finally, we want to add value to all of our members. And how are we going to add value to all of our members? One, through education. One of the things that was so very important, even as we were at the changeover, is that a lot of persons, they don't know how important Rotary Club of Nassau is, and also being a part of 7020 district. All of the things that are Rotary, we want to be able to share with you so that you would have a better appreciation of what Rotary stands for, not only in our district, but also internationally. So education is going to be one of the key points in adding value. Secondly, we want to also build a skills bank. You know, it's so interesting, Gabrielle simply asked, who knows about, I think, QuickBooks, she said? QuickBooks. That should not even be a question. We want to get a skills bank with everyone in this club to know what are our strengths? Who could bring something to the club that we can need? We don't have to go out and get flyers done if persons in the club produce flyers. So to be able to, we want to, this is just getting my way. We want to be able to build a skills mind to know who's in the club, what do you bring to the club, and how you can make the club better. And then finally, we want to continue with our members spotlight and our buddy program. The buddy program is a great way for you to interact with each other. So again, we not only want to continue the buddy program, but we also want to spotlight those persons who are working together cohesively to ensure that this club will grow. And then finally, yes, get to know each other better so that we can grow the legacy of this club. And Mr. President, finally, I want to say this, as I look down and I see Larry, I see Joan, I see Sheila, Jim, that's you?
Yeah.
The legacy that this club has built, legacy that this club has built, we want to be able to celebrate those persons, the past, and join the new generation. All those persons who've been in the club less than 10 years, let me see you raise your hand. You see that? This is the future of Rotary, and all those persons who've been on 10 years and above, we want to forge that generation, ensure that there is a succession in terms of Rotary Club of Nassau. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Can we start wearing our membership badges again at the meetings, please?
That's something that we're going to discuss with our president.
Well, we need to update them because those stated badge members.
All of those are actually old, so we're going to discuss, and again, that's why it's so important for us to pay the dues. So that when we're going to be doing things like that, we will ensure that everything is in place, so.
They are old.
But they need to be updated. They need to be updated. There are new members who come who haven't done with us.
They all,
Beginning last year, sorry.
I think we need new badges because, well, you can't bring you. at the table.
Well, we discussed that because I know time is of the essence, so we'll be able to discuss that. All right.
Thank you very much. Let's now invite our club service director, Shelby, to come. Invitation is on. Oh, let's have the merch.
Hello, Rotary Club of Nassau.
Yo, the mic, unfortunately, it's not charged up.
Okay, so I appear to be the only extra person here that presented. So sorry for being extra, but that's about me. Darren set me up. All right, so I'm the baby on this board in terms of tenants. I think I've only been here for less than a year. Is it less than a year? I think about a year now.
You are the year next week, but no, this week.
Yeah, this week I'll be a year. Thank you for that. All right. So I don't have a little clicker, so.
Yeah, sorry.
I can tell you facts.
Kind of too many.
No problem. All right, so about me. Oh, I have a clicker. Okay. Okay, so about me, I have the calm and peaceful side, the fun and adventurous side, and the side that you just don't want to see. Right? All right, so the calm and peaceful side. I'm serving at heart. I attend Life Changes Ministries International, and I'm a part of the evangelism team. We serve the community. We serve with our time. We serve with our prayers, with our giving. And I thought it was important for me to know who is the director of your club services, to know that I am a servant. I love giving and I love giving back. Another calm and peaceful side is my family. I have one husband. One husband of 16 years. I have two beautiful daughters that I think from time to time you see them come out to me. I think it's important to bring them out as I serve. Jamie, she's 16, and Jasmine, she is 15. It says we make a living by what we get, but we make a life by what we give. My fun and adventure side, I think most of you know that I run.
Right.
Sometimes Darren see me walking, but Darren, I'm resting. So this is my run crew. Chantal has ditched me. So I run about sometimes 4 times a week, most times 3 times a week.
How many miles?
Through the week, because I have to get to work, probably do about 5 miles. Yeah.
No, run, no, run.
I've done about 3 half marathons. I've not done a full marathon yet. I thought it's important for you to know that. I've done countless other races and so much more miles and tennis to purchase.
Right.
I have plenty tennis. After you run a certain amount of miles, you just have to purchase a new pair of tennis. They're piled up in my house. My daughter said, "Mommy, please don't buy another tennis," but I have to, because I'm gonna run the miles out.
I need to interject.
Yeah.
I think the first half mile you did was when you were introduced to RCN. Remember you filled in for Patricia? And you
Yeah.
did that was in,
Second.
well, the second one,
Yes,
okay, but that's when she was introduced to RCN.
Yes. So as a marathon, finishing a marathon isn't an athletic achievement. It's a state of mind that says anything is possible.
Speaking.
Preaching over here, you guys. So the side that you just don't want to see. It's a dark side. I don't know. It's a dark side you don't want to see. So I have my own firm, SMB Consultants, and this is just a few of the companies that I work for. My main 9 to 5 is Trident, but I am a compliance and risk consultant by profession. Right. And my husband and I also own the Curry Stop. I thought it was important to stick that in there. Start growing definition. All right, so now down to business. 3 priorities, right? Meaningful dialogue and partnership with other. Spread awareness on mental health. So I'm talking about your Kiwanis. I'm talking about other organizations that we can stand alone. We are in this together. Develop a partnership with our club schools we have adopted, such as our Bethel, Ellen Hopley, and then the Early Act Club of Stephenville. I don't think those clubs are active, maybe not, but I think it's important for us to go in there and make our presence known and bring them along with us as we serve. That is the future of our generation, right? And then lastly, identify opportunities that will increase our club's recognition in our community. I think we will start going out to neighboring partners in the East area, letting them know who we are, we're here, and we're ready to serve. Thank you.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. We're good to know so many sides of you that time is certainly not on our side today. So we're trying to best we can. Let's invite Danny now to come with this presentation. Danny, of course, especially about tonight.
Good afternoon, fellow Rotarians. Yes. My name is Danny Raman, Sub-Administration Director. I'd like to say that I'm excited. I'm also thankful for the opportunity to serve in this role for the Rotary at 2024. For myself, I'm an individual who loves to learn and enjoy learning, whether it's innovation, skills. I also like to volunteer my time and to help others when they serve. I work at Odyssey Education. I've been there now for the past 6 years. Started off with government. I'm currently working in the customer service department and people Bible. It relates to goals for the club administration, keeping the president team. They're going to focus on creating those moments of connection, club meetings, social events, and activities Another thing we would like to do is we'd like to empower more club members involved in the participation of club meetings, being on the agenda program. Both older and younger club members, not in terms of age, but rather of the tenure in the part of RCN. And another item is, I know that our club is made up of voice, professional group, people from different professional backgrounds. And we would love to have members from our clubs also be presenters during meetings. Or even if you may know someone you would like to recommend, or someone that you know that would be interested, speak up. We would encourage those who us. We would definitely be there. Once again, just let us say thank you for the opportunity. Yes, of course, the service.
Thank you very much, Danny. Now, what Danny did not say, Danny's single. So, you know, and I have put together a plan to induct more members in the club. So, but at the time next year, when there's a change over, Danny will be saying he's single no more, right, Danny?
Right.
So that's the plan, you know, and I put it, yeah.
Application.
I invite that to be part of President Chantel, who's serving as our foundation director, to come now with a presentation.
I didn't want to be that. So thank you for taking it from me. Apologies for my voice. I am. Summer, so the heat makes my pressure go up, so I have to turn the AC. When I turn the AC, it does this to my voice. So this is going to be a very interesting summer. So I hope you can all hear me okay. I can't be talking about this right now. So as President Darren has mentioned, I am the immediate past president. I am from Freeport, in case you do not know that. I have been in Nassau now, what's going on, 4 years now. I am employed at Bahamas Power and Lights, which during the summer months, I really do not broadcast. I do have one daughter. She just turned 25 and I'm so excited. She's been having a wonderful time. And I am serving actually dual duties as far as I know, unless one is taken away from me, so I'll find out shortly. So I'm actually serving as your foundation director and also serving as your fundraising chair for this year. So with foundation, I'm working along with Gabrielle as we get the dues in. That is a big part of how we get to meet the goal. The goal for RCN, if I remember correctly, is 18,000. I should have checked it before I came. And you know, the bulk of that comes from our membership dues. So the sooner we get that in, the sooner we get that paid to Rotary International, because you know, foundation is the charitable arm of Rotary. Also a subset of that is and polio, and the goal that RCN has is 1,500 for that. So the raffles, I hope you all bought raffle tickets. The proceeds that we get from the raffles go directly towards that, so that we can meet that goal by the end of the year. Excuse me. Aside from that, another major thing that we have to do is the foundation gala that happens when the district governor. That happens in November. It's usually tied in when the district governor is visiting during that time of year. So we've already started working on how we're going to make that a very prestigious event. We give awards recognition from the club, and we also give recognition from the RCOB and also the district. So we'll be working with that as well. And from the fundraising side, you know, we need funds to keep the club afloat. You know, we want to do good in the community. We have our staple events that falls mainly on the club services. So we want to make sure that we have sufficient funds in the club for that to happen. Three main ones that I'll just mention now that you want to sort of like we will continue on with. So interact clubs, we want to keep them engaged, we want to keep them active, so, we try to get them awards at the end of the year. So we had a fundraiser beginning of last year called, Switch Record Race. We're looking at probably doing that again, for August, September, and October. So we raised 1,300 last year. I think we ended up spending about $900 on awards, so we continue to assist with that. It can also help with purchasing shirts and pins. The rush into the new year, we want to make that a staple with the club. That is a major fundraiser for the club. And also we're looking at, doing some other interactive things with members and getting involved. One thing we talked about was maybe what we call instead of sipping paint, we do sipping candle, basically candles, instead of, painting. So again, it's a fundraiser and, it also gets, to see things to be active. So those are the three highlights. I mean, obviously there are other things we'll be doing, but those are the three highlights from the two areas that I have responsibility for this year.
Thank you very much. Moving ahead very quickly, I know the time, so I'm going to invite the education to come. The presentation will happen before the one longer.
The best way to find yourself is to use yourself in service of others. That's quoted from a heart. And all my life I've been in service. All my life I've been in leadership roles. I do hold a master's. Sorry, that's soon to come. Bachelor's in arts, degree in mass communication. I'm a communication specialist, community and strategic planner. I've been in the capacity from I've known myself. I lived in the States for 7 years. That was from between the periods of 1973 to 1980. While I was in school there, I was involved in our 4-H club, health and leadership roles there. Moved forward, came back to Nassau, Bahamas. I would have been engaged from primary to junior high and also high school in student government, student government president for, I don't want to say the government high school. In 1987. Yes, I'm trying to show that. And then I also would have held leadership roles at my university where I was involved in the President's Roundtable and represented our school excellence in England during semester while at the school. I also invited coming back home to that, so after university, I was employed at the Royal Bank of Canada, where I would have met the lovely Raquel, and also was trained in our management program by Laverne, the Deputy Laverne. I would have also won sales and service awards while at the Royal Bank of Canada. I represented our branch with Toastmasters competition, won for the table talking division for Nassau, Bahamas, went to the Florida division, and won first representation of Bahamas. Engaged minister with the Church of God of Prophecy, where various roles as our fine arts director, pastor, chairperson, additionally special committees chair, also I'm under the public relations team. I'm one of the talk show hosts for our Church of God Prophecy talk show that's talk show, and I also hold a talk show which is called Faces, and excuse me because the congestion that I have is to talk like this. And I've interviewed persons like Sir Arthur Cole, Pamela Burnside, and Sir Durward Noyes under my talk show. I also hold the Champs, the Young Women Empowerment Group, and we also have a local chapter at our Centerville School here in the Bahamas. As Rotarian Chair for Education and Literacy, I will continue on with the ongoing initiatives such as the Back to School Drive and the Youth Cafe. I would like to see more financial literacy programs happening along with conflict resolution sessions and sessions held on mental health. Additionally, to engage our school also
throughout whether it's speech competitions or essay competitions, and to collaborate with other Rotary clubs of Nassau, along with Kiwanis and Toastmasters. So those are the things to look forward to as it relates to the education and literacy department. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You know, let's invite London to come.
Very pleasant. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Right here, Shelby, I guess that you know, extra. Extra, okay, who am I? I am Rotarian Orlando Russell. I've been in Rotary for the past 2 years. As a matter of fact, July 13th will make my anniversary. I like cake. I coin myself as an educator extraordinaire, simply meaning I'm pretty good at what I do. My areas of expertise are primary education, literacy instruction, and special needs. I currently teach at Queens College. I am the 6th grade teacher as well as the library resources and programs coordinator. I have to check that back. I'm also the owner and operator of Turning Pages Literacy Center. My hobbies include reading, eating, research, journaling, writing, and of course, reading and watching. I like Netflix. All right, so when describing myself, I love to use this window called the Johari model. The open area is what I see. The blind spot is simply what others see about me that I may be blind to. I will share those 2 areas. I am an omnivert, very adaptable. I love change. I'm very flexible. I am confident, optimistic, industrious. I have a question mark there because one person told me I was selfish. And it was one person, meaning it's not really valid. So a question mark is there. All right. I have one 8-year-old beautiful daughter. Her name is Isabel. She makes my coffee in the morning, and I love her to death. If you ever ask her if she's the only child, she would say, "No, I have a sister." You would say, "No, who?" Well, Bella is her sister. Bella, our dog. We have Isabel, and we have little Miss Bella. So now the business. What is new generation? We are the youngest generation in the family of Rotary. Many are participants in Rotary's youth and young adult programs, such as Interact, Rotaract, Rotary Youth Leadership Awards, and Rotary Youth Exchange. We currently have 3 Interact clubs, no Rotaract clubs as yet. They include Ellen Copley, Oren Bailey, C.B. Bethel. I'm happy to share once again. I can say last year was more of a getting your feet kind of wet kind of thing. So I'm hopeful that this year we would be able to accomplish a whole lot more. Top priorities for this year: building a greater link between our Interact clubs and of course Rotary Club of Nassau. That is through joint initiatives, mentorship opportunities, and cross participation in meetings. That simply means if an interactor were to see Keno, they should be able to say, "Hey, Rotary, we have to know who we are as it relates to the club." Increased participation in service projects, ongoing training for advisors and interactors, renewal of commitment to serve, greater presence in the community at large as it relates to youth initiatives, not just things that we sponsor as an Interact or Rotaract. Just trying to find the needs that are in our various communities and filling those and ensuring they are in fact meaningful. And then promotion of new generations amongst our club, of course, amongst the youth and the community at large. So I end with this, a fundamental idea as it relates to new generation. It was taken off of the website, not my words per se. Every Rotarian has a responsibility to support the personal and professional success of our young people while recognizing the diversity of their needs. Simply put, it's not just based on me alone, it's based on all of us coming together and kind of meeting this common goal.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Joanne. You're not going to get along very well. You like cake? We do the same. Come on, me to let go.
I'm sorry. Besides all the congestion and me trying to slash down my dissertation, I was talking about my one and only husband.
I know.
He's 4.5 years. will make 25 years, and I have two beautiful daughters, a 17 and a 19-year-old. There you got it. There you got it.
And my wife tried to come and make that kind of comment after the fact. I have to call him out. Well, come on, let's give one of the executives. Wonderful round of applause. Obviously, time would not permit me to address you this afternoon. I will say that for next week, Lord willing, recognizing the time that we have. And so I'm going to turn the program over to our sergeant at arms. We'll go through the final part of the program, and I will speak to the point. My point tonight, I love you, Mike. Sergeant at Arms, Martin, huh? Thank you, President. Thank you, President. Okay, so we have our time now. We'll do the 4-way test.
No raffle.
Is someone getting a raffle? Yeah, how are we doing? Good.
Anyone want more before we start?
That's the one select.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, going to select it.
You can.
Oh, okay, that's it.
Come on.
I give her the.
So the lucky number is 488 2 9 2.
Come on, you was doing so good.
That's it. I'm trying to get you up there. Like, you gotta get that lucky number, yes. All right. Appreciate it, Alex, you know? Okay, Rotarian, so we have an hour now. It's time for 4-way test. Yeah. That's Commissioner Garantino is informing us that today we have more Rotarians that are present that are on Zoom. All right, so yes, we can go to 4-way test. Is it the truth?
Is it true?
Is it
Of the same thing.
of things they are.
I'm willing.
All right, thank you. We'll ask PADG Larry. You could lead us in the royal toast.
Yeah.
All of those who are there. And those who are zooming with us on air. Let's join with Rotarians everywhere. In a toast. Rotary all around the world.
Have a super fantastic week, Rotarians. Thanks. Let's take a photo before we all go very quickly.
Oh, no. Too many of us.
Yes.
Sarah, Sarah.